Hey, I'm Pastor Wally from Haven Worship Center, and I'm the care pastor here. And I'm so excited about this ministry that we have that's called Helping Hands Ministry. It's one of the Haven groups that we have here, but it's also an extension of my ministry that I've been given responsibility for, and that's helping to care for people whom are widows, whom are those in need, those who have run upon a tough spot in life and such like that. And this team, underneath the vision and the direction of Mr. Mike Steen here, as a cause for to my works or my efforts to be multiplied over and over again.
Yes, so guys, I'm the leader of the particular group Helping Hands, and we basically try to help Pastor Wally. He gets inundated all the time with lots of requests, and we're trying to lighten his burden so that he can reach people that a pastor needs to reach.
I want to just give a big hearty welcome to all of you who are just joining this awesome ministry, Helping Hands, and it's a ministry that's in process. In other words, we've got a vision for it, and we're doing some hands and feet type of work type of thing, but there's also some mind type of stuff that we do. We've got all kinds of different avenues of ministry that we have with Helping Hands, and sometimes it's just maybe even making phone calls. Sometimes it's helping someone with a budget. Sometimes it's helping someone with knowing how to communicate and such like that. Not taking on counseling stuff, but just being there to talk to people. So anything that helps us in the disciple making process can even be done underneath Helping Hands, and I'm just really thankful for that.
So recently, guys, I know y'all seen us right after Serve Day on that Sunday, and a lot of you have signed up, and we really appreciate it. There's certain ways that we communicate, and you'll see it in the chat. I'm going to show you some video right here. This is how we put out the task that come from Pastor Wally in a form. This chat is not designed and shouldn't be used for general prayers or attaboys or anything like that. We have to be very disciplined in using that strictly for the jobs, who's going to be there, when and where, and that's it. And you'll see we'll constantly say that and reinforce that, because, and the reason is, it gets overwhelming, and we've actually lost members because there was too much chat going on. We do have a way around that. We'll have a Facebook, and we're going to let that be our social way to reach for prayers and anything social. That's how we'll communicate.
So basically that the chat form or the feed or the thread that we have is going to be, most of the time it's one-way communications. It's us from the leadership giving you the directions, but there's something that you need to know in the now on that will also be beneficial to the rest of the members knowing, then that's a great place to go ahead and ask that about the event at hand. Well, once again, we're not saying that those prayer requests and those things aren't important. We're having avenues for that, and we'll be able to share that with you as you continue to grow in this ministry with us. So one of the ways, if you may be wondering, how is it that people go ahead and make their needs known? We've got a couple ways to do that. We have a physical form that can be picked up at the receptionist's office in the church. And we have one that we're keeping a folder at the information desk in the lobby. The easiest way for us to be able to track things now is using the electronic means that we have. So we're working out the process, and we're trying to make it better by how you can digitally let us know of the needs that people may have. We're certainly not trying to search out needs, but we want those people who have legitimate needs to be able to make sure that they know how to get a hold of us. And so we're going to include a link on this particular bottom of this particular in the description of this video, and it will take you to a form, and then you'll be able to take a picture of that, and you'll be able to share that with other people that you're talking to. So leave that in a place in your cameras or in your phones where you can go ahead and show them how to get to that. And we're working on a better way to make that generally acceptable to other people. But right now it's a little bit word of mouth until we formulate the best way.
So the biggest thing is to watch the chat. You'll learn over time how we do things. If you don't have a Facebook, I encourage you to get one, even if you strictly use it for this. No one even has to even know you're on Facebook. You can hide your name, your face, but that's going to be the best social way for us to speak socially to each other, and maybe prayer requests and all them other things. The chat, just remember, is the tool for disseminating that information out.
So, when it comes to getting projects, it's been a beautiful thing and also a challenge both at the same time. And that is that, the word has gotten out and that we're making this available. We're making adjustments as we go. I said that this is the ministry that's in process. We are, have been trying to do something for our widows once a month. But some of the same widows may have had some needs and they haven't had any help for a long time, so they could use us once a month. But we may have to restrict that as a future as we go forward, and maybe do that once every other month for the same household or something. We're just trying to make the adjustments, and we so appreciate everyone's patience with that and how you communicate that to the people in need or the widows that you come into encounter and come into contact with. Because it's really important that they know that we see them, God sees them, and we're going to get to that as soon as we can. We're coming up on a 1-year anniversary here on July 19th of the existence of Helping Hands, and we can't wait to share with you in 1 year's time about how many man hours have gone into various things just by the volunteers serving the local body here. But we do have a vision as well to reach still out into the community. Now, we can only do that as far as we have people that's available. So we're still in the works on it, but there's some projects that you might see that's be bigger than what Helping Hands the current people have, and we may be throwing out the net once again larger for other people to come and join us from the body that maybe won't want to be on the Helping Hands team on a monthly or on a regular basis, but maybe they want to do that, but they might just experience that and like that one of those community events that we do that really might make them more encouraged about wanting to join us on a more regular basis. We just want to have people at the right place, the right time, doing what God's called them to do, and this is an outlet ministry for that.
So I want to give you a challenge. It's called the 1-on-1 challenge. We just recently put on 40 people after Serve Day, but I am going to ask each and every one of you to come, when you're at church, bring one person from church to Helping Hands. If each of you will bring one person, we will double the size of Helping Hands. So over the next month, over the next couple of months, talk to people in church who are not already in our group, because we hear it every day that people say, oh, I didn't know about Helping Hands. And y'all know, especially the ones that's been around, they've been here for the long haul because they enjoy it immensely. We are very family friendly. We have a chance to share while we're working, and we are being the hands and feet of Jesus. That is the most important thing.
And we are family ourselves. And they're in those monthly meetings that we have, the monthly ministry times for our women's thing. Often we have a time of gathering for food. We on special events on Memorial Day we gather together as a family. And there were how many people was at that event?
I think like 50. We had a big water slide. We had all kind of stuff for the kids. It was great.
Yeah. So these aren't have to come to things in order to be part of the ministry. They're just there for the people who really want that connectivity again. And it's another way in which we fellowship together. We break bread together as a body of Christ. We're truly New Testament.
Yes.
When we find out the needs that there are amongst us, and then the church steps in and makes a difference. And we're not looking to the government to make a difference. We're looking towards God to provide through His people the resources necessary to take people to the next level.
I just want to say welcome to everybody, and we look forward to seeing you on the inside of Helping Hands.
Absolutely. Thank you so much again. God bless you.